Mrs. Blood is the Jagrafess!
This is Emergency Program 13. I bet you're fussing and moaning now, typical. But hold on and listen just a bit more. This is issue 13 of the Hachette Partworks DALEK Collection build.
Get away! I'm the real one. I'm the real boy. Welcome back to the Hachette Partworks DALEK Collection build, and we're now moving on to issue 13. Unlucky for some, not for me. Feel free to go back and watch the previous issues that led to this point. If not, here's a little preview. Last week, we put the large computer chip. I was gonna call it the motherboard. I don't think it's the motherboard. Maybe it is. I'll call it the motherboard until told otherwise by the magazine. But that's installed, the ears are connected, the eye stalk is connected, so I say we push on and add some more to our little Dalek friend. Oh, it's not like. Stop! So now it is time for issue 13.
Come over here, my little Dalek friend.
Where are you? We've got issue 13 and our little box of treats. But until then, let's do the magazine read. Will it be a return to form for the art pieces on the inside cover? Oh, yes! Oh, and what a celebration. There's confetti and everything. Who said 13 was unlucky? Look at this! Lovely, lovely stuff. What do we got? What do we got? Giving voice to the Daleks. Interesting. Discover the actors who gave the Daleks their distinctive voice in the classic Doctor Who adventures. Peter Hawkins, we got. David Graham. There he is. Oh, he's actually in an episode as well. That's interesting. Roy Skelton. Michael Wisher. Brian Miller. There he is in person as well. Jubbly. What was the thing about a Big Finish audio drama? I'm trying to remember how I've listened to this one. I don't know. The Doctor and Evelyn find themselves in an alternate England where Lone Dalek is a prisoner. And now we are on to building time. So let's get going. It's got our little pieces from last week as well. I don't know if these are going to be needed. It looks like maybe they are. So we'll keep them here. And in addition to that, what we got this time? This is a little cogwheel. How lovely. Our old friend AP screws and probably the motor. Yes. But there we go. That's all our pieces. So if you're sitting comfortably, let's begin. Take the motor housing 12A, supply with the previous issue, and fully insert the second motor. How far in does it need to go? All the way. The rod at the end of the motor fits through a hole in the base of the housing. It does. You're right on the money. Run the motor cable through the hole in the motor cover. You go through there. Whoa, Nelly. I'm gonna snake that through, fix the cover to the housing with 2 AP screws. Don't mind if I do's. Well, how was Doctor Who, everyone? You'll be watching this 2 or 3 weeks after I'm filming it. So, you know, you'll have seen 2 more episodes of Doctor Who than I have, if you're watching them as they come out. I hope they're good. While we're on it, here's an interesting topic of conversation. What is the most annoying thing you've had leaked to you about Doctor Who? I sort of go through ups and downs with leaks where I'm like, I don't really care if I get spoiled things, I just like to know. Now I'm kind of more of a point where like I'd rather not know what's being leaked. But I remember the finale of season 10 coming out, and for some reason they decided to spoil that John Sim was coming back. To the point where you couldn't really avoid it, where it was like there was news reports about it, but you could decide not to read them. Then they put it in the trailer, and then it was in the next time trailer for the previous episode. It was madness. But I'm over it now. It's in the past. Okay, fit the D-shaped rod on the motor into the D-shaped hole in the center of the cog. D-shaped motor, D-shaped hole. Aha, there we go. Okay, that's on. A motor has been fitted inside its housing and a cog has been attached. Oh. I wanted to put it on. We might attach it next week, I suppose. Here's a little preview of what's coming next week. Big hoop. Big hoop. We're talking big hoop time. I mean, well, there we go. A pretty short-lived process for issue 13. Maybe it was unlucky, after all. I need the content. I guess I'll have to make a real meal of putting this in the ancient tome of Skara.
The startling footage we're about to show you was photographed by a 42-year-old, Romero Valadares. This video was taken yesterday afternoon at his son's 7th birthday in the city of Passo Fundo, Brazil. It was sent to the local news bureau there and sent to us via satellite just a few minutes ago. All initial opinions are this is genuine. What you're about to see may disturb you.
Move, children! Vámonos!
Está atrás de garage! Está atrás de ahí! It's behind!
Oh!
Está atrás de garage! Está atrás de ahí! It's behind!
I need to stop giving myself more editing to do. But there we have it, and our little 2 leftover screws as a snack. Oh! And this little thing that I don't know what it's for. I assume it's the eye stalk. I guess we'll see. Thanks for joining me again for another issue of the Hachette Partworks Dalek build. If you want to build it for yourself, I recommend going to the Hachette Partworks website, which is where you would go if you wanted to build it for yourself, which you can find a link to in the description below. And subscribe to my channel if you want to follow along the journey of us building the half-size Dalek replica. Ooh, it's nice and cold. Oh. 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 Hopefully I'll see you in the next issue. Until then, that leaves me with one more thing to say. Get out there and keep on writing. Bye. Well, here we are again, and, you know, who am I to break this new tradition? Let's read some comments from the last video, shall we? Just a Random Guy 2424 says, I was very conflicted about Season 1, but still got excited for Season 2, and so far, it's incredible. Even if the stories don't hold up to New Who, which I'm not saying, Lux and the Well are really good, the show is looking better than I could have ever imagined it look in 100 years, and are you 100 years old? Also, really enjoying the weekly build, obviously, thank you very much. I'm kind of in the same boat. I liked Season 1, I wasn't blown away by it, but I felt like my excitement for Season 2 was a little bit lacking, but so far, it's really, really good, in my opinion. And hopefully they can stick the landing with this finale coming up. Rome with Renee says, lovely. Thank you. Alert, alert, Joe has introduced us to the tape. Yeah, and there's gonna be a lot more of it, so prep yourself for tape. Look at your toasters, tape it. Wait, that's not, never mind. Number 63237 says you should work your way through some old Dalek episodes between builds. I kind of have been. I'm still working my way through classic Doctor Who. I feel like I've seen a good chunk of the Dalek episodes of old. But, you know, one day I'll have seen them all, and then I'll be unstoppable. Sparks632 says this current series of Doctor Who is off to a really strong start. I think people forget that viewing figures aren't always tied to quality. I agree, and like I've been saying, I also don't think viewing figures really tie to much these days. People consume TV and film in such different ways these days across the whole world. So what I've seen a lot of people doing is looking at viewing figures for the past few seasons and comparing it to Doctor Who before, but that was a totally different landscape of television. It just doesn't work that way anymore. I'm pretty sure Russell T Davies has gone on record saying the viewing figures aren't quite what they wanted them to be, and I'm not here trying to lie and be like, oh yeah, no, Doctor Who's doing better than ever. It does in general feel like in the UK the sort of interest in Doctor Who has dropped quite a lot from the sort of dizzy heights of David Tennant's era. And I might be wrong, but I just don't see it as this big doom and gloom sign that the show's going to be cancelled imminently. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll just wait and see. Might be butchering the pronunciation here, but Aelos Windrunner says Eccleston's finale episodes were absolute bangers for sure. Too f***ing right they were. On Saturday nights, once the new episode had aired on BBC One, BBC Three would then replay the episode about 10 o'clock that night. When Parting of the Ways aired, I was going to go to my friend's house, and me and my friend watched the Parting of the Ways at mine at 7 o'clock. Then we went to his to just hang out, and I was like, I'm sorry, I need to watch it again. And he wasn't that fussed about it, so I ended up just sitting in his bedroom alone, watching the episode again at 10 o'clock. And I was just as hooked as the first time. And then the next day, BBC Three would play it again, so I watched it again. And then also, the last 3 episodes of Series 1 were the first Doctor Who DVD I ever bought, and oh my god, did I wear that DVD out. Captain Duck 3421 says this new series is actually great, but the only thing that would make it better is a Dalek. Would you agree? Of course I would. I'll always agree that a Dalek makes things better. I mean, again, not their morals, not their character, but you know, they're just fun. I want the Daleks back. Your boy needs content. Right, let's wrap it up here. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and thanks for commenting as well. Have a good week, and I'll see you next time for when we add more bits to our little Dalek friend.